Hi. Hi. Okay. I'm speechless, and this was not happening without tea. So here we are. Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot and astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you to our epic troll slayers. Thank you to our fantastic community. Thank you for watching on replay. Thank you for all your subscribing and likes. And just remember, all the questions will be in the chat. I timestamp them as I go. And we'll get to the White House. If you're wondering why I'm just, my flabbers are gasted. It's what's going on in the Oval. Oh, is it the Oval? I know what's going on in the White House. Is it in the actual Oval Office? Okay, we'll get there. I made a graphic just to remind everybody that tomorrow night we've got Patreon social. Everybody, you can come on with, you can come on screen with me if you'd like. You can stay in the chat if you'd like, but you can talk to people directly. There are multiple people on the screen, so you can put names to faces, and we can talk directly. Talk directly to people you've only seen in the chat. So that's it got postponed for a week, so that's tomorrow. It's usually the last Saturday of the week. And I had an overlay planned. It'll have to do for now because it's all I've got. Okay. Thank you. All right. Melissa says dumpster and shady attacking, double team attacking Zelenskyy made me cry. It's thank you. Okay, so thank you. You're being so nice. Thank you. I really appreciate. I could use it today because everything fell apart this morning, and okay. So anyway, love that. Never. Ooh, that is some dark chocolate. Yes, that was good. All right. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to this whole mess, from what I can tell, all right, at 3 minutes 15 seconds in, we're gonna just start in actually 3:20. We're just gonna start in with the embarrassing, ridiculous, staggering, stunning, stupid actions of the current president of the United States, the current vice president of the United States, and a country that has been attacked by its neighbor through no fault of its own, without provocation, and has been at war fighting for its survival for 3 years. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you so much. These idiots really thought that they were going to Zelenskyy was going to come there and that they were going to browbeat him. And they did it on international television. And guess who was in the press pool? TASS. Never heard of TASS? It's Russian. It's Russian news. That's who was allowed in the press pool today. And they thought they were going to browbeat this guy who has been attacked. His life has been threatened constantly. After everything he's gone through, after 3 years of war, the Stay Puft Marshmallow president and vice president thought that they were going to intimidate a Ukrainian. I'm doing an overload of Celtic because Nope. Okay, I'm gonna turn this down. Put this down here a little bit so we can see more of the. You can see more of the cards. Okay, I'm not gonna need that. I could. What an embarrassment! I haven't even honestly. I've only heard about the thing. I was just talking to Sarah and she was telling me about it. I haven't even seen it yet. And when I do, I think I'm gonna blow a gasket. Yes, Grace, and I'm sure Zelensky's family is threatened. Absolutely. Oh, Design Media FX, thank you. Martina says it is so painful to watch. Look, I think there were a lot of people in Ukraine thinking this was kind of a Hail Mary. But why not? Why not go? Why not, if you can offer these people money, which is the only thing they understand, with the minerals and stuff, and get American companies in there, which is being super rich, is all that the Stay Puft president and vice president is all they understand, then that might give them some security. And instead he gets there and it turns out they were there to just browbeat him into submission. So you think that the giant metal explosive things falling from the sky for 3 years couldn't get him to crack. But you two tub of lards, you think you could, okay. And I mean tub of lards. Embarrassing for us. Wheel of Fortune. One of the things I was working on very hard this morning when things that went absolutely pear-shaped is the graphics for what's coming up in March for Dumpy. And specifically the lunar eclipse on the 14th of March, which is not good for him. And I mean, not good for him. And it takes the biggest thing in his chart and turns it into a giant T-square, bright red, not a T-square, giant grand cross. That's what I'm trying to say. Very bad. Very, very, very bad. Bolts out of the blue or on Trump's midheaven, how his success or his status, and Uranus is all about big bolts out of the blue. This is nuts. And that's 2 weeks away. So let me turn these cards over and let me see what I've got. I like using a blanket here because it helps soak up some of the noise so it isn't as harsh on the microphone, but it makes for untidy cards, which you know me. I don't care for that. All right. In the past, we had America stood with Ukraine and should have, and we had reason to hold our heads up and be proud. Be proud. Be proud that we were on the right side of decency and history. Like I said, the center is the wheel is turning of who's up, who's down, what's shown, what's hidden, that's just big shifts. Hanging above this, this is Zelenskyy went in there with some hope, but they were never acting in good faith. dumpy and shady. They were never acting in good faith. Never. Is it over yet? See, that's the thing. Like I said, I didn't watch it, so I assume it's over now. I hope that man can get back to his country without the Russians doing something to him. Thank you. At the base of this, 9 of Cups. Yeah, it used to be, yeah, you could come to America. You'd get a nice meal. You'd get, but 4 of Pentacles. Nope. They're not offering Trump enough personally. The more I read on this, the angrier I'm getting, and that's not helpful. But I'm flames. Home environment. Talk about adding insult to injury. Ugh. Hopes and fears. Yeah, that this whole thing was going to fall apart. What other people see. All right. Center country, my countrymen who voted for this embarrassment, this disgrace, didn't, yeah. We didn't vote for him. You did. The challenge. It's pathetic. Okay, look. I know that the Stay Puffed Marshmallow President is in charge. He's commander-in-chief, and he's in charge of a lot of stuff, a lot of important stuff. But this is petty and beneath any president. And is he even capable of dealing with Ukraine without trying to commit treasonous acts, misusing American power? I'm not sure he is. Well, near future. Talk about disappointment. Trump and Vance are going to be, yeah, you think it was bad before. Whew. Now, no matter what, Fox News and all these people, they're going to spin it as, oh, what a great victory. Trump's going to spin it as, oh, what a great victory. And just talk and talk and talk about it. And Zelenskyy is going to go back to Europe and say, hey, Europe. And Europe is going to be like, we got you. Oh, yeah, exactly, Mr. Dill. I'll have it fixed in 24 hours. Mm-hmm. Unbelievable. Ugh. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble here. Thank you, Steve. So, at 1420, oh, I forgot to mention, Spiritual Hacks had brought a quote. Thank you. The Stay Puft Marshmallow President told Zelenskyy, you're gambling with World War III. You've got to be more thankful because you don't have the cards. Could one human being be more small Anyway, Bell Book and Candle is asking if Orangina will tout any contract as a win, that Zelenskyy was shown to be a pushover. I think we can safely say no. I think we can safely say that this is not a thing. So, has Zelenskyy left? Has he said anything? Have there been any other reactions? Like I said, this just happened, and I do not yet know what happened. Martina says, no one can spin this, even Fox. Elaine says, I couldn't watch it all. I don't blame you. Kathy PR says, Zelenskyy is leaving. Spiritual Hack says, he's left the White House anyway. Okay, thank you. Gloria says, he left. Okay. Melissa says, they're saying Zelenskyy was thrown out of the White House. Oh, no, don't throw me in that prior patch. Oh, no. Not the briar patch. Don't throw me in the briar patch. Kathy PR says, BBC is reporting it's over. No deal. Yeah. Warrior Witch says, OMG, the secondhand anger is strong with this. I fear watching the actual exchange. Yeah. Tam is asking what happened with the minerals deal. Is my guess. Hi. Veronica says they're showing the limo. Zelensky's still at the White House. Gloria says kudos to Zelenskyy. Sorry, Kathy Pierre says, Dumpy says that Zelenskyy is not ready for peace. Get stuffed. Yes, Anne. No rare earths for Elon. Mm-hmm. Ms. Gibson says, I love it that somebody stood up to Trump. Yeah. Good for him. All right, so we need to look at the fallout. Specifically, well, I think we can guess what the fallout's going to be in Europe, but fallout of, okay, at 1830. Fallout of the, there aren't words to describe the pathetic fallout of the pathetic actions of the felon president. Joyce says, but what about the art of the deal? This is why I love going through the news with you. Veronica says, news conference canceled. Claire says Zelensky's going to London. He's going to need a big old cup of tea after that. Fallout. Fallout from the actions of the pathetic actions of the felon U.S. president. Fallout. Lots of cards today. Lots of cards. Oh, there's a kitty. He's taking a bath under the blankie over there. Yeah, of course, they're going to spin it as a win and whatever. Temperance. That was in the past. Temperance. Not now. No, I really don't think the fallout is going to be full of Geiger counters, Mr. Dill. I really don't think so. Carol S says, I still can't believe this is our reality. Oh, yeah. I think we're all with you there. Seriously. And true. Barb's Wheel of Fortune. Hugs, we will get through this. Oh, absolutely. It's just, we can't live in this energy, but we have to, it's healthy to have feelings about this, to acknowledge your feelings about this, to process them, and then to be like, all right, now I'm going to get on with my day. But yeah, he is a small, tiny man. Anyway, all right. Fallout. Nothing for a while. All right. There's the country in the middle. Above it, Page of Cups and the Star. We still, and I do believe, I honestly do believe we will have elections. Now, we're already dealing with a certain amount of gerrymandering, but I honestly, in my heart of hearts, believe we will have elections. At the base, again, this is good. It's almost as if, I think this is going to help the Democrats, because if you look at these cards, you've got the center card, the two above, the two below, because I pull way too many cards when it comes to these overloaded Celtic. Hanging above this, the bedrock beneath it, there's the country in the middle. This is everybody being reminded that Democrats actually know how to govern. They don't embarrass us. Yeah, Gloria, I said that earlier. Thank you. Biden wouldn't have done this. Nobody on our side of the aisle would have done this. And that Vance, who's been the invisible man, is suddenly he's there yelling at Zelenskyy. This right here. This is a big reminder. So when I'm asking about the fallout, the first thing I'm getting is this great, between that and this card down here, it feels like it relates to the budget that the Republicans are coming up with. This isn't going to change MAGA's mind. They like to, you have to remember, a lot of these people, not all, but a lot of these MAGA people, they're sadists. They want to see Trump yelling at people. They want to see Vance yelling at people, screaming. If they could get into a fist fight, that would be even better for these people. It's sad. Joanne, thank you so much. It really helps. Thank you. Yes, Kathy PR, it was so sad. Yeah, Warrior Witch, I agree. Vance would fold in seconds in an actual fight. Yeah. Yep. All right, so home environment. Yeah, that's just embarrassing. There's such a divide. Such a divide between the parties. Hopes and fears. It was just going to be a simple. It was just going to be a simple deal about. And it could have been just a simple deal about minerals. what other people see. What the heck was that? And the challenge. What, you think you're going to be able to broker anything after this? Zelensky's not going to listen to anything Trump has to say after this. Nothing. Oh, you big man. Well, big man got the deal. No, he didn't. Oh my gosh, Amy, that's huge. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Amy. That really, really helps. Thank you. Whew. Okay, so near future partnership. We know what's going on. We know the deal. We know the decency. We know the kindness. And then they're not going to listen. Absolutely, Trump's never going to admit he did anything wrong. Vance isn't going to be allowed to admit he did anything wrong, and he's learning all the wrong lessons. Final outcome. You brought Zelenskyy here under false pretenses. And you honestly thought, they honestly thought that a man who's Russia's been trying to unalive for 3 years with how many of his people dying and constant threats and stuff falling out of the sky and all of this, and these two bloated, selfish, tiny knuckleheads thought that they were going to yell him into submission. Can we please get some Democrats taking action here who can actually do something? It's because they're just going to, on Dumpy's side, they're just going to spin it. Democrats, hold together. We need to hold together. This is yeah. Okay. Wow. I'm still wondering. All right, at 28 minutes in, I know we've got some other questions, but I keep trying to get a sense of this, and I'm not getting something super clear. Why is Trump siding with Putin so much? And some people say, oh, he's got blackmail, material, or he's got. I really am having trouble believing that, because there's by this point, there's so much has come out. How could there be, let me do that. How could, what else could come out? A tape where some ladies of the night were doing something on a bed. So, that that his company has laundered vast amounts of money by Russians buying his real estate. Yeah, we know he's cheated on his wife. He's lied about what. D. Warrior, which says, read Mary Trump's book. She explains this. Please, can you sum it up, please? Kelly says he's a Russian sympathizer. I just. Alice says none of this is rational. Nettie says Putin has Dumpy's life in his hands. No, not really. Trump has the best protection you can get. Okay. I thank you, Warrior Witch. I just, and Mary Trump, she knows a lot. I don't know. Gloria's saying Trump wanted $500 billion of Ukraine's mineral resources. I thought they were trying to work out some kind of deal for the minerals, or is Dumpy, is it, sorry, somebody just blew past the window, or is it Dumpy wanted it personally? Yeah. What has he got? See, this is weird because thank you for becoming a member, Liv. Thank you. What Putin did for him is Putin basically through the money laundering, allegedly, nobody would loan to Trump. Trump was done with his bankruptcies, and there was not a decent bank in the world that was willing to loan to him. And so, but through Deutsche Bank, vast amounts of money came to him, year after year after year after year. And if there is one thing on this earth that President Stay Puffed Marshmallow is he's transactional. Patrick gifted 20 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you, Patrick. That's very sweet. Thank you. Kathy PR says BBC is saying that Zelenskyy was under a shouting assault by Trump and Vance. Jeez. Yeah, Rob, the art of the heel in action. Yes. Oh, Amy, thank you. Thank you. I can't repeat it, but I agree with you. It's the money that allowed him to keep going. And then everything Russia's done to get Trump into the White House twice. But it isn't, if you're thinking it's loyalty to Russia, yeah, but there's this, it's almost like because Dumpy is such a sociopath, the thing about sociopath is they don't get dopamine from the same kinds of things we do. Like, I could cuddle up with the cat, and that I get a lot of I get oxytocin from that. I get dopamine from that. I just, and if he's purring, if he's happy, then it's just, it's so sweet. I just feel so good. And it costs nothing except what it costs to have a cat. He doesn't get that. He's incapable of feeling that. And it's gotten worse the older he's gotten. So everything becomes transactional. Deb C became a member too. Thank you. The thing you have to remember in Donald Trump's astrology chart, because boy, does it explain it. Venus in your chart is what you love and how you love. I have a Oh gosh, Carolyn gifted 10 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. Oh, and Design Media FX, thank you. Yes, I do. Thank you. Thank you. I was saying, sorry. Oh, okay, Venus. Venus is, here, let me do it for 30 at 36. Transactional Trump. Basically, what happens with, okay, where you have Venus in your chart, and the symbol looks like the symbol for women, the circle with the cross underneath it. Okay, that's Venus in your chart. Venus is what you love and how you love. And depending on where it is in your chart and what sign it's in and what aspects it's making to other things in your chart will say a lot about kind of what you like or how you show affection. I have Venus, my Venus is in Sagittarius, which is a sign of travel, of it's, whereas like its opposite Gemini is about communication, short-term, short distance travel, but vast amounts of information. Sagittarius is higher education, international travel. There's a lot of law involved. There's a lot of I've been married once in my life. I'm divorced, but I've been married once in my life, and I married an Englishman. That is zero surprise to anyone who looks at my chart. Like, of course you married an Englishman. You've got Venus. What? How you? It's in Sagittarius. So the likelihood of you marrying someone from overseas, it's kind of right there in your chart. Not guaranteed, but it's right there. I've got a lot of other planets right on my, it's in my Venus is in a stellium. So there are all these other planets there and there are all these other aspects. But Dumpy, his Venus is in the same place as his Saturn. And Saturn is father time and dower and the wet blanket and wants you working. And if you do the work, it will reward you, but it is not fun. It is organized. It is transactional. So even if it's in Trump's nature, but it's also in his astrology chart that how he loves, you got Saturn right there. So it's like, oh, really? What am I getting out of it? This doesn't flow. The love doesn't flow. It's no. What are you doing for me? There's a ledger here. We're gonna work down the ledger. So anyway, Gloria says Trump says Putin is brave. What? No. Oh, yes, Heather is saying, let's be real, Zelenskyy has more power, grace, and courage than GJT could ever hope for. Yes. Amy Jones says, no wonder he buys love. Oh, yeah. Dumpy? Yeah. Yeah. So. Okay. So. Okay. Deborah says, there's so much we don't know about the Helsinki meeting. DJT came out a stooped and broken man. You can bet Putin has something huge on him. Steno notes, not seen to this day. Something ain't right. Oh, there probably is some stuff there. But why would it... the fact that Trump and Vance ended up yelling. Why did Vance end up yelling? $40. 40. Are they desperate? Why did Vance lose his cool? I mean, we know he's awful, but Zelensky's not a woman. So why was he yelling? Why was he berating him? Diane says Vance started it, in my opinion. Ooh. Shady Vance. Why is your wife still with you? Why? Osha, I know you'll never say this, but seriously, girl, why? Why? Why are you putting up with it? You could do so much better. You could do better. You could do better with a Pekingese. You could do better with this cup of tea. Vance has been feeling sidelined. He's trying to get on. Of course, he's trying to get in Dumpy's good side. Justice, strength, emperor. Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Oh. And Vance was there. The one time it was him and Trump as the center, and not Musk, not the oligarchs. Trump didn't get what he wanted. And guess who Trump is going to blame? Right now, he's going to blame Zelenskyy. This was a bad plan. It's not going to work. They've just shown their hands. They've just shown their hands on, they cannot broker anything at this point. This is just, with this emperor and the strength, that's bullying. And it's a very twisted idea about justice. They thought they had leverage. No. And that's the thing in diplomatic circles. Not that these two cretins have any idea what that means. In the diplomatic world, if you lose your cool, you've lost. That's why you get some of the some of that mealy-mouthed speak that can get on your nerves. No. Because they will diplomats will smile at you the whole time. They'll just smile at you the whole time. And what's going on, but don't just look at their face, because you got to keep an eye on if there are any sharp objects coming near your back. But they'll be smiling at you the whole time. Heck, even what was his name? The artist. Short gray hair. Had gray hair from a young age on purpose. A lot of it was a wig. Campbell soup cans. Why can I not think of this guy's name? This is especially embarrassing because you are in the hands. I was an art history major. Whatever that guy is. He, why can I not think of his name? Warhol, thank you. I don't know why my brain just went. Whew. Holly in France, hello. Andy Warhol, thank you. Andy Warhol, specifically, because so many people were like, oh, have you seen this person's work? Have you seen this person's art? What do you think about this thing that just came out? There's this new movie. What do you think of this person over here? Right? So what he did was he said, great. He always said, great. Now, people who knew him could tell by the tone what he meant, but nobody could quote him as saying anything other than great, 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 great. That is how you do it. So, Warrior Witch says, if King Charles was smart, he'd postpone that visit indefinitely. Well, let's have a look at that. And any questions I don't get to today, I'll roll over to tomorrow. I'm just, this is kind of taking over everything today. 4640. King Charles, the cheater. King Charles, the cheat. Still rolling out the ermine. What is that? How do you pronounce that fur? It's the you see on so many of the kind of robes of state that the kings in the past used to. I'm vegan. I don't know the names of the fur animals. Is it ermine or ermine? Ermine? Thank you. Thank you, Giovanna. Ermine. Ermine, says B. Smith. Thank you. Anyway, for the U.S. embarrassment, that should be one of Trump's nicknames. You know, like a ship. Yes, the USS Embarrassment. Big, ugly, orange ship. All right, so Ermine, thank you. So, okay, here's the thing about King Charles. Let's just say his PR people have an uphill battle, certainly outside of the UK, and even in the UK, it's still just a little bit. Thank you, Sonny. Thank you. Brent C says we pay for the king. He's very sick. Oh dear. Okay, I don't usually get images of energy starting to circle like a drain. I just close my eyes and that's what I'm seeing. Thank you, Grace. Yikes. Charles, really? Don't do it. Don't. This cannot end well. This cannot end well for you. He's a bully. He's awful. And with what just happened, 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, ow, Ace of Swords, 3 of Swords, ouch, 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 and Chaos of the Moon. I mean, swords can, well, yeah, swords can be, well, can be government diplomacy-ish, but this is just, ow. Ouch, 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 chaos. Don't do it. Cancel. You're not feeling very well anyway. And he really isn't. Just Me Hawaii says, are we sure those are for 34? I don't understand. I'm sorry. Oh, Claudette, thank you. Gifted 5 memberships to random people in the chat. Eva J's Mystical Messages says, I can actually read those cards. Not pretty. Yeah. Alice says, William will make a better king. True. The Emperor. The ultimate king, as 'twere. So that's Charles. He was an actual king. And technically, I guess, if you go by olden ways, he is the king of multiple kingdoms. Well, back sort of ish. So I guess, yeah, that would make him an emperor. Joy says, Boobas and Kitty would make a better king. His Majesty is sleeping. Hemmed in. Massively on the defensive. Ace of Pentacles. Charles might go through with it for economic, trying to improve economic relations or something, but he's an idiot if he does. Arsena says, all hail, Boo-Boos and Kitty. Huzzah! He's a good boy. His country's made of cheese, where he can rest in ease. Anyway, okay. Okay, now here's the thing. Speaking of the EU, I had not heard about this, but guess what? And I love this quote, this phrase. The EU is gearing up this is the phrase, trade bazooka. Just thought that was hysterical. Trade bazooka. The EU is gearing up a trade bazooka aimed at heavily-MAGA areas of the U.S. They are prepared to start with Harley Davidson motorcycles, Kentucky bourbon, and Florida orange juice, then move on to luxury car plants like German luxury car maker BMW, would be the first to be caught in the crossfire, Politico is writing. Its plant in Spartanburg, South Carolina, a conservative bastion that voted for Trump last November, exported nearly 225,000 vehicles last year. So Europe is not only willing to start boycotting us, but they're specifically going after red state stuff as much as they can. Barb's Wheel of Fortune says they're just copying Canada. I know, but Cat says not again. Oh, well, Trump's reinstating the tariffs against Canada and Mexico. All right, is Europe going to be petty? I love the pettiness of that. Oh yes. President, stay puffed marshmallow. He was clueless. Just right off that cliff. It's disappointment. For decades, we've had wonderful relations with Europe. Certainly Western Europe. And along comes this idiot who just... Page of Cups, Seven of Wands. There are young people who are learning that this is what America is, and it's going to take a lot of effort to convince them that no, this is an aberration. Yeah, all of this ends up hurting. It hurts. It does. All of these trade wars do hurt. It is going to hurt Europe, but it's also going to hurt Trump and red states. Okay. And lastly, because I made this, I put this together. It took me a while. 5740. I want to make sure I get to 5740 prices in the US going forward. Today is a day that a lot of people are not buying things, or they are only buying with small businesses, local businesses. So, and I hope you can tell what everything, like what this is. Chris Cole says, love the angry Easter themed items. Oh, well, I guess technically it is. Yeah, that is an egg, but that's a coffee bean, and that's that's chocolate. So Amy Jones says, I went to an Amish store today. There you go. All right, prices going forward. Grumpy food. Yes, Beth. Oh, but if you're wealthy, those who are living up in the penthouses in Metropolis, yeah, they're fine. I just have more stupidity, more cuts, more MAGA policies. That's, yeah. I'd just throw these over my shoulder, except I'd have to go pick them up again. Alice's Dumpy called off negotiations with Z. Oh, that's what we were talking about. Oh boy, did we talk about it. That's what prices we're actually paying. Hello, Cindy. Tim says, I'm wanting to draw USS Trump dumpster as a broken tugboat. Political cartoon. I like it. It's weird I'm not getting pentacles. I'm just getting this unconscionable budget thing they're working out that is going to hurt so many people. Not listening to decency. Star, judgment. Oh yeah, they're going to be judged, but we're still in this mess. MAGA chaos and threats, and I'm afraid we're in the middle of it, I'm afraid. So, but we're going to make it through. It's just infuriating. And thank you for being here. Thank you for going to the news with me. I thought my head was going to explode, and I feel much better now because of you. Thank you. All right, that's going to do it for me for today, but I'll be right back here tomorrow. I'm here every single day of the year, and don't forget, links in the description box if I don't have expensive tiers. If you decide to become a patron, tomorrow evening, we've got the Patreon social, which is if you're a patron, you can come on screen if you want. You can have multiple people on screen, and you can put faces to names. You can talk directly to people. Some people just want to be in the chat, but they can see. And it's like, oh yeah, okay. And you can talk directly to each other, and we have discussions. And so that's it was put off for a week. It's usually the last Saturday of the month. So that was yeah. So it had to be postponed, and that is tomorrow. So that'll do it for me. Thank you. Please remember, you're not alone. You're not. We're in this together. And there are good days ahead, even if it seems like there aren't. There are. So hang in there. All right. And I will see you later. All right.